I've decided this is something I like talking about is weekend sweeps because it's always interesting to me to see teams that get swept over the
Yeah.
weekend or even just in like a week series.
Hmm.
Um, there were some that we expected, right? Like the Braves over the Rockies. Kind of expected the Marlins over the Nats.
Yeah, I
Like
would say so.
one thing with me is that I always say it's hard to sweep somebody. It's hard to beat somebody 3 days in a row, right? Like you take the first two in a series and that Sunday afternoon game, it's kind of weird because like anything can happen on Sunday afternoon. Everybody's
Yeah.
up and the bats are awake and everything, but the Marlins went ahead and did it. They swept the Nats. They're now 10 games over 500 for the first time since 2011. And they're about to go they're looking
Yeah.
like they're going to go 11 games over 500 by beating the Blue Jays tonight. So
Right.
keep your eye on the Marlins. We, I think we mostly like kind of expected the Phillies to sweep the A's,
I
despite
mean,
speculating about the rage-fueled heater. Right?
yeah, yeah. I think I wasn't convinced that they were going to sweep Philly or that Philly was going to sweep Oakland. I wasn't convinced. I thought that maybe there was a chance that this rage fueled, whatever sort of tear they've been on, where they're
uh,
sticking it to everybody they can, would come through. And the Phillies have been struggling a little bit, so I wasn't convinced,
right.
but I was glad to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Like I said, 2 out of 3 I think makes sense most of the time with these. Getting three is tough, but they went ahead and they got three. The
Yeah,
biggest surprises to me, though, like I was not expecting the Red Sox to sweep the Yankees. Nope.
bro.
Nope. Was
And
not.
2 games on Sunday
And I think
because
that helped. I think that helped the Red Sox, honestly. I think it
maybe,
did. The doubleheader because it was in
yeah.
Boston, right?
It was in Boston. It was a
Yeah,
day-night doubleheader.
I
Saturday
think the
got
day
rained
night
out.
doubleheader on Sunday helps the home team, and
Yeah.
I think that helped the Red Sox there. Also, the Yankees don't have Judge. That certainly doesn't help.
Bro, they're like 9 and I don't know, 13 or 15 or something without Aaron Judge. It's banana pancakes is what it
Yeah.
is. I don't he he should only be responsible for a certain percentage of that team, but
Right.
right now
Right.
it's feeling like 55, 60%.
That's the thing is the dude gets the plate 4 times a game. How much of an impact does he have?
Well, and it I don't know, man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And Stanton can't hit the ball to save his life. Donaldson can't hit the ball to save his life. Rizzo still gets hit by pitches, so he's got that going for him, but that's about it. And all these guys are trying to pull their weight. And you know who's DJ LeMahieu boggles my mind right now. Everybody thinks he's hurt. That's how disgusting his plate appearances look. Is
That's
something actually wrong?
so that's what happened to JP Crawford last year for the Mariners. That like he stunk for like the last 2 months of the season. And everyone's like, "Oh, trade JP, he's washed." I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure he's hurt." And then it
Something's
came out
wrong.
at the very beginning of this year that he came back from a back injury early, and he was playing those last couple months hurt. And it's like,
Yeah.
there you go. So he might be.
Well, he and everybody else is insisting that he's not hurt. The other thing is that you know who the most consistent guy on the field right now is? It's IKF. Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Wasn't he public enemy number 2 last year, only behind Aaron Hicks?
Yeah. Yeah, and Higgy was the probably the third depending on which part of the season you were talking about him. But now see, IKF he's platooning in the infield, he's platooning in the outfield. I mean, he hits the ball. He's not a power guy, but he's not expected to be. He can hit for power every once in a while, but that's not his primary modus operandi. This guy is a revelation, and the fact that he's willing to give up his shortstop position to a rookie that is coming along, by the way, there's still some struggles, but he's coming
Right.
along. And they believed in IKF enough and have been moving him around with reckless abandon, and he's performing. Ugh, bro, he's my favorite storyline of the whole season right now. And Judge and everybody else's failures have just made his highlight reel look even better.
It's crazy. It's so funny to watch guys year from year like that.
Yeah, I'm happy
But
for him.
also other sweeps we had though. I think the most shocking of the weekend was actually there were two that were really surprising. The Reds over the Astros. We'll get to the Reds a little bit more here in a minute, but the Reds swept the Astros. I was like we both picked the Reds, right? You picked them Friday, I picked them Saturday.
I think so. Yeah.
We were like they're gonna, and I was thinking like they're gonna take at least 2 from the Astros. I was not expecting a sweep, much less a blowout in one of those games. Insane. Yeah. The Reds are the hottest team in baseball right now. Have won 8 in a row. Good for them. Good for them. I love it.
I picked them on Friday, and you picked them on Saturday. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Ellie De La Cruz did steal a base on Saturday. He didn't on Friday because he didn't play, but he did steal a base on Saturday. So, cha-ching, cashed in on that. By the way,
oh my gosh,
that was very exciting. Good. And then the most shocking of the weekend was the Giants over the Dodgers. Holy cow! The Giants moved above the Dodgers in the standings for the first time. Oh, sorry, this is the first time they've swept the Dodgers.
The first time they swept the Dodgers
2012
in a decade.
That's insane,
bro. It's so funny. You know what's funny? I hate it for the Dodgers fans, but I love it for us because we have been calling for a dismantling of that team for at least a year. Yeah. And here we get proven right. And I just want to do that. I told you so dance so hard. And some guys are still killing it. Like Freddie is still killing it, and and that's great. Mm-hmm. But that's otherwise they're having a hard time being consistent.
Right. Oh, and Mookie Betts this weekend. He's like, if I'm in the All-Star game, I'll do the home run derby, and so it's kind of he's gonna be there, right? Name recognition above anything else, despite because he's still having a pretty good year.
Not bad.
He'll be there,
great, but not bad.
Right. Not great by his standards, I think.
Not great by mine. He's on my fantasy team, and I consider dumping him about every week. Joey Gallo earns me more points than friggin' Mookie Betts does.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah. But no, the Dodgers are baffling, absolutely baffling. They should be way better than they are. And this is the thing, too, that's funny about the Dodgers. I think we talked a little bit about this before, is that they're kind of like integrating their young and up-and-coming like prospects into this team. Like they have Miguel Vargas and what's his name? Outman. I can't remember his first name right now. But anyway, those 2 guys are supposed to be really good. Like Outman could potentially, I don't know that he'll outdo Corbin Carroll, but he'll compete for sure for Rookie of the Year with Corbin Carroll.
Yeah.
So they have 2 pretty good rookies there. And then they got some more guys that they can kind of start to work in from their farm system. It's like you could get more if you traded off your old guys.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly not working right now.
It's not. And the rest of the league needs them. That's the other thing, too, is those guys are going to find homes other places if the Dodgers will just let them go. And then that could really shake things up hard.
The Dodgers could be like the spoilers of the league by sending off their stars.
Totally.
I don't know. I don't think they will this year because I think they're just going to be like, we have these guys, we're always going to be in it. But you reach a point where it's just going to be like, it's not working anymore, fellas.
If they
break up the band.
Oh, man, if they broke up the band and they started farming guys out at the deadline, it would be pandemonium.
Could you imagine a fire sale from LA? Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be the most exciting trade deadline.
It would be. And if San Diego did the same thing, can you imagine if independently San Diego and LA start shopping all their talent? Oh, my God. How would you handle it?
I'd lose my mind.
Everybody's farm system would explode because they would be shipping them all to the West Coast.
Yeah.
It'd be like, give me Juan Soto. Give me, I don't care who it is. I want him.
That would be bananas. That would be the best trade deadline we've seen in a long time. It'd be awesome.
I agree. Because usually at the trade deadline, we get these onesie twosies, these all-star dudes.
Well, last year we were all handcuffed by the Soto deal for so long.
Exactly.
Like we waited for like 3 weeks for the Soto deal, and then it goes down finally. It's like, oh, but there's a hitch. Now there's this, and then finally, like the rest of the dominoes fell. But if this stuff starts happening in like the beginning of July, or around the trade or around the All-Star game, then things would really start to line up and fall in place, and that would be amazing.
Well, the Aaron Judge one and the Mike Trout one a few years ago, it's always this big one headliner name, and I want to see 8. or 10.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
It'd be good for baseball though, honestly.
It would be. That's right.